Welcome to our channel. Today we bring you the list of 10 amazing gadgets for gun lovers. Movies have a way of wowing the audience with futuristic gadgets, which is their job. Still, some may be wondering if those gadgets can ever become a reality. There are a number of cool gadgets available to the public or may become available at some point in the future. This does not mean you can go out there and fight crime like you've seen in the movies, but you can protect yourself a little better. It should be noted that some of these gadgets are kind of expensive. The truth is that some are already a reality, like the following gadgets. Before you continue, please click on the subscribe button below this video. Number 10 is Golden Gun. This spy TV series featured various gadgets and high-tech weapons in each episode, but one of the most easily concealed weapons was this .32 caliber pistol that was disguised as a cigarette lighter. All they had to do was flip the lid of the lighter to make the gun go off, making it one of the best hidden guns as seen on television. Napoleon and Ilya had even more tricks up their sleeves when it came to hidden guns. The two defeated Thrush villains with a miniature camera that shot glass pellets through its lens. If the old hidden gun trick seems like an obvious gadget for a spy, that's because it is. Real hidden guns were both used by the CIA and the KGB in the form of lighters, belt buckles, jewelry, lipstick, and even pens. Just like Scaramanga's trademark golden gun in the 1974 James Bond flick, The Man with a Golden Gun. Number 9 is hovering vehicles. You might not think hovering vehicles are real, but they are. Of course, you cannot go out and purchase them just yet as they are still being developed, but they are quite powerful. You've seen these vehicles in spy movies and even in Batman movies, so they will make a splash when they are available. At the moment, the hover bike is the closest people have to this technology. A hover car is a personal vehicle that flies at a constant altitude of up to a few meters, some feet, above the ground and used for personal transportation in the same way a modern automobile is employed. It usually appears in works of science fiction. The hover car is a two-seater zero-emissions vehicle that hovers above ground and travels along electromagnetic road networks. It can detect other vehicles on the road while navigating China's congested traffic centers, and its small footprint makes it easy to park. Number 8 is high-tech contact lenses, I Spy Mission Impossible. If you are a real-life spy in today's world, Google Glass simply won't cut it. To be inconspicuous, a special agent needs the video camera contact lens as seen in I Spy. In this 2002 remake of the Spy series from the 60s, Eddie Murphy and Owen Wilson have a scene where Murphy is able to see what Owen sees via the video camera lenses he wears. But image capturing contact lenses are not that far off in reality. Google is developing contact lenses that would collect health data that would help diabetics monitor their blood sugar levels. The lenses would also help the visually impaired. According to a filed patent, the lenses would capture data as the wearer looks at an object or a scene, which could then be shared on a smartphone. The image data would be able to detect faces, motion, patterns, lights, and colors. The Google Smart Lens facial recognition technology could also be developed for law enforcement agencies, something Google Glass can already do. Looks like this technology will not just be seen exclusively in films. Number 7 is JETPACK, Thunderball. Arguably the best gadget 007 used was the Bell Trexton JETPACK in 1965's Thunderball. Actor Sean Connery as Bond made the best getaway when he used the jetpack to escape his enemies, landing next to his Aston Martin DB5. No well-dressed man should be without one, he says. While this scene probably left moviegoers' jaws open, the jetpack very much exists in this day and age. Time magazine named the Martin jetpack one of the top 50 innovations of 2010. The world's first practical jetpack was developed by Glenn Martin in 1981 and is used for manned and unmanned via remote control rescue missions by the military, and for recreational use. From the more bizarre gadgets like the copter hat in Inspector Gadget to the more realistic ones like the touchscreen computer table in Ghost Protocol, we love watching spy movies and TV series for the tech as much as the action. Number 6 is Wolverine's Claws. Inventor Colin Furze is never shy of a challenge. After all, this is the man who made the world's fastest toilet, his own hover bike, and even a 5,000-shot firework Death Star. Perhaps his most impressive and lethal project, though, was bringing X-Men hero Wolverine's adamantium claws to life. The 30-centimeter stainless steel blades deploy and retract automatically at the push of a button. And they even spread out as they deploy, just like Wolverines. And if that's not enough, Furs also had a bash at becoming Magneto, Pyro, and Iceman too. The man's a real-life superhero. Number 5 is Back to the Future's FLUX capacitor. As Doc Emmett Brown says in 80s classic Back to the Future, the FLUX capacitor makes time travel possible. And now it actually exists. Sort of. A team of scientists from Australia and Switzerland have at least drawn up plans for a real-life version. Instead of enabling time travel, though, it's actually a new type of electronic circulator, which would control the directional movement of microwave signals. One of their proposed designs borrows Doc Brown's template. It would use the quantum tunneling of magnetic flux around a capacitor, breaking the time reversal symmetry. This would make signals circulate around the circuit in only one direction, like cars on a roundabout. This would help quantum computing, where researchers need to direct signals, and it could also lead to better radar technology as well as more capable Wi-Fi and mobile antennas. Number 4 is James Bond's invisible car. In Die Another Day, James Bond is presented with perhaps his most outlandish gadget yet, an invisible car. Thanks to its adaptive camouflage, the Bond-tweaked Aston Martin V12 Vanquish refracts light, meaning that it blends into its surroundings. Not to be outdone, and perhaps vying for another spot in the Bond franchise, Mercedes-Benz created a virtually invisible car of its own for an advert. By covering the car in mats of LEDs and mounting a digital SLR camera on the other side, the ad makers were able to shoot video of what's behind the vehicle and display it on the side of the car. Hey, presto, an invisible car! The trick worked, as Mercedes cars were featured in 2 subsequent Bond films, Skyfall and Spectre. Number 3 is the flying car from Blade Runner. Flying cars have been mooted for years, but will they ever take off? It seems so, as one company is already taking pre-orders. Dutch firm PAL-V says a production model will wing its way to customers next year once the car has its final safety certifications. The 2-person vehicle has a top land speed of about 160 kilometers per hour and can reach 180 kilometers per hour once airborne. You can get up to 3,350 meters high when flying it, and it has a range of around 560 kilometers, almost enough to get you from London, England to Frankfurt, Germany. However, with a price tag of €499,000, £436,000, and $579,200, don't expect them to be as common as the flying cars seen touching down in sci-fi classic Blade Runner's neon-drenched streets. Number 2 is the implanted phone from the Total Recall reboot. What the 2012 reboot of Total Recall lacks in Arnold Schwarzenegger action, it more than makes up for with cool gadgets. Quaid, played in this version by Colin Farrell, and his pursuers have phones implanted in the palms of their hands. Invisible maybe, but at least you'll never lose it. Want to chat? Just hold your hand to your ear. One company is making good on this premise, albeit without actually embedding a chip under your skin. Instead, Signal is a watch strap that lets you answer phone calls through your fingertip. Just put your fingertip to your ear and speak into the embedded microphone. It fits all manner of smartwatches too, like the Apple Watch, Samsung Gear, and Pebble Time. If anyone asks who's calling, just tell them it's the future. Number 1 is Los Angeles, California, AP. The Shoe Phone in TV's Get Smart wasn't just a sneaky spy gadget, it was a technological marvel. A wireless, portable telephone that could be used anywhere, though it did require a dime to make a call. Today, almost everyone has a pocket-sized version that also takes photos, shoots video, sends emails, and surfs the internet. About the only thing it doesn't do is protect your feet. It's pushed to a level of success that perhaps it hasn't achieved in the real world, but it's real. It's out there, so that's fun, added co-writer Tom J. Assel, a self-described science nut. Director Peter Siegel said he originally couldn't believe such devices were real. Our favorite thing is to take something that does sort of exist and just exaggerate it a little bit, said Matt Ember, who co-wrote the script. The film shows a tiny iPod alongside spy-worthy stuff such as a 2-way tooth radio and a digital spy fly, all of which are available now. Among these awesome gadgets, which one captivates you the most? Feel free to share your opinion with us below in the comments section.